Hi, I'm Arvind. Let us talk today about something right now happening and certainly needs our attention to it. That is brain drain. So, what is brain drain and why we are talking about it? Brain drain is means brain means the intellectual capability of a person, and in this context, and drain means the wastage and not being able to use it. So basically, a skilled person migrating from one country to other country is called brain drain, and when it happens from developing country to developed country, it, it will have adverse effects on the developing country because developing country needs people, skilled people for having a good economic growth. So why in the first place why people have to move? So in the early stages of life itself, a man is migrating places. One reason can be food, shelter, etc., etc. But fast forwarding to many years, right now man is concrete at a place, right? He's getting good shelter, good food, fairly good food anywhere. Like in India, if you take a middle class family man who's earning a fairly good amount, he's capable of helping his family out and also having good shelter over his head. But even though he's moving away, right, and he's more interested into move, even though he couldn't move, he's interested to make his children move from our country to other country, basically for education. So this brings our topic to understanding the reasons why brain drain has come. So two, I have classified it into two. I have what I have observed. One is a skilled man can move from one place to other, like our country to the USA, because he's not having or he's not getting satisfied with working conditions here. Working conditions like timings, environment, etc. And the second major reason is education. Education in India, we are very ashamed to say that education in India is not practical and not on, at least not even near to the standard of abroad countries. Yes, we are getting good grades, good good high scores, 99%, 98%, but marks which is not understood, something which is not understood, that is no use, right? A certificate is at last is just a sheet of paper. Something which you have in here is great and which lasts your lifetime. So as we are losing up the potential skilled people from our education spectrum itself, this is having a adverse impact on our country and certainly needs to have a great attention to it. So if we understand the reasons to it, we have push and pull factors. Push factors are the factors which are pulling away citizens from our country to push our country to other countries. So what are the reasons in India what is pushing away? So one is not having good education facilities. Even though we are having good education, we are not having a practical facilities to it. So we are not able to take hands-on experience on what we study. And the second can be a good environment, pollution. We are not having a pollution-free environment, traffic, etc. And pulling factors are what are the factors attracting the citizens there. So I have seen in a good some interview that a renowned scientist, he's from China basically. So he's right now in USA. He's working on some invention in China, in India. So he said in an interview that America has a secret weapon that is making and that is enabling America to withstand all the economic crisis it's been going through. So all the people were surprised actually. So what could be the secret weapon? And he said that it is H1 visa. So he said that he shed a light that most of the PhDs, most of the scientists in USA are not from USA itself. It is from Asian countries like India, China, etc. So he said that if the people are right now moving away from America and going back to their country and saying that their motherhood, etc., and he said that America would be falling off. The whole economy is based on that secret weapon, it seems. So that's an interesting, and that we have to understand that we as our country have a good potential and good dynamicness in our country, because India right now is at very youngest phase, and most of the major of the portion of our country is just below 30 years. So that is very dynamic population. So we right now have to enable the facilities for ourselves and make good place to live in, so that we form a great base for our country. So after this phase, our country will no longer have this dynamicness. Then we will be facing the consequences. So due to lack of these skilled people, foreign entrepreneurs are stepping back for their investments. So that's what happening in most of the startups till now. So foreign investors are not able to find the capable skill in our startups, and we are not having any income to our country. So other reason can be tax revenue. We are not our country is losing the tax revenue due to this, because the skilled people are losing. We are not having the people who can earn more than the threshold, so we can get the tax out of them, right? So that is the greatest bad luck we are having right now. So what are the steps we are taking? So right now I'm hearing some things which are being taken, and I think they are we can say that making good impact on ourselves. So many things have come up, like Startup India, Make in India, etc. So since past 1 year or so, I'm hearing people coming from other countries and settling here, and basically our Indian origin people coming here and starting the startups. So that is a good sign. We right now have to understand that people are really interested to coming back to India, and they are not going back because they are not interested in India. They are not interested in having bad facilities. So if the government, and if we try to give the facilities what they want, I think India will be a better place to live in the future. Thank you.